Hey guys. Okay, so over like the last week or so, I've had two separate clients reach out and basically ask me for some inspo or guidance, let's just say, as to what windows and doors they should be using on the front and sides of their houses. Now, in both situations, they were pre-1947 houses that had been heavily modified to the point where, like, the average person looking at the front of the houses, they'd be like scratching their head just going, I have no idea what this house used to look like back in the day. So in both situations, the clients wanted to restore the character, and they're looking for, like I said, some inspiration as to which direction to run in when it came to doing that. Now, my advice to them, and I thought I'd share it with you guys today in this week's video, my advice was twofold. Firstly, you want to take a step back and go, okay, what time period was this house built in? And therefore, what style of windows and doors would have been in fashion at that point in time? Because there is a very, very distinct difference between the windows and doors that were in fashion in, let's say, prior to 1911 compared to those that were in fashion in, let's say, the 1920s or 30s. So, for example, if we're looking at the 1911 period, or pre-1911 period, I should say, I can almost guarantee that if you have a workers' cottage, down the side of that workers' cottage, you would have had sash windows. Now, sash windows are the ones that open upwards. And if you go to the front of the house, on that front bedroom, you probably, more than likely, would have had a tripartite window. And a tripartite window is a 3-pane sash window. So again, it opens upwards. However, if your house was built in, let's say, the 1920s or the 1930s, there is a very, very high chance that you would have casement windows. And casement windows are the ones that open outwards. They kind of pivot like that. So yeah, it's important as a first step to understand at a high level what style of windows would have been in fashion and therefore in play at the time period, or time point I should say. What am I trying to say here? At the point in time, that's what I'm trying to say. At the point in time when the house was actually built. Then you want to take it one step further and you want to kind of work out what were the local quirks that were in play at that point in time. So what I'd encourage you to do there is drive around the street or walk around the street and see if you can find houses with the same type of roof form and other characteristics or features, and then see if you can spot some of the local variations to those windows, because there is a good chance if there's a house around the corner and it has a sash window, if you know you would have had a sash window, then the detailing for those two houses would have been very, very similar. So yeah, like I said, if you're looking for a bit of guidance or inspiration as to what to do with a house on a house that's been heavily modified, then what I'd suggest first, think high level, what windows were in play or what doors were in play at that point in time, and then look for the local quirks or variations within your suburb. Hopefully that gives you guys a bit of inspiration, let's just say. Okay, that covers off everything I want to talk about this week. As I always like to say, until next time, thanks for watching.
For all you red tape lovers out there, I have one thing to say. Well, no, actually, I've got three. Number one, the advice provided in these videos is general in nature. It's not site specific. You would be a silly Billy to go and make financial decisions based on this advice without first checking with the town planner. Don't be a silly Billy. Number two, Brisbane town planning is in no way linked to Brisbane City Council. The views expressed in these videos are my own, not council's. So if you don't like them, blame me, not council. Number three, what was my number three? Oh yeah, the views expressed in these videos are accurate at the time of recording. If you're watching this video back 10 years from now, the views may not be so accurate. That's all. Bye.